Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Time to BS Podcast BS Sessions. Joining me for Volume 14 is a good old friend, John Michael Shaw, as we talk life through school and even some sports because he's also a sports fan, so we can. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and as per usual, enjoy the show. Welcome to BS Sessions, a podcast for whenever and whatever's on the mind. Part of Time to BS Podcast. Now, here's your host, Dan Cruz, Mr. Staniel Smooth. Fucking hate technology sometimes. Do you too, John? By the way, welcome, John. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
BS
bro.
Sessions, Volume 14, finally, after God knows how long of figuring this crap out. I'm telling you, technology sucks. It really does. Because, I'm trying to figure this crap out. We were supposed to go on 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go on 20 minutes ago. Supposed to do this shit 20 minutes ago. And I'm doing a new thing where I'm using two microphones for the first time while doing this podcast. And I'm using a different software. So John has his microphone. I have my microphone, which is good. And hopefully halfway through this crap we'll take some time to gather our thoughts and listen to some audio while we're at it. John, how are you handling this COVID situation, my man? First of all, I never heard your full answer. How are you doing, my man? How are you doing?
I'm actually doing pretty good, bro. Like I was telling you before, me and my girlfriend just passed 6 months not too long ago.
Good.
I've been working my ass off with this company that I was able to get a job with. It's Green Team Long Island. It's a HVAC company.
Good.
So I've just been working my ass off. This week we had a few days off. Like Monday, it was President's Day, so we didn't have off, and I didn't have work today.
Which is good.
Yeah, but most of the time we're working Monday to Fridays. And we start around we clock in around 6:45. And depending on what time we get done with the job, there'll be days where it'll be a short job and we'll be out by 12 o'clock.
Oh, jeez.
But then there are other days where it's a long ass job and we're not getting down to 6.
Which is not terrible. I mean, the day's already done. I mean,
hey,
when you're out at 12, I usually don't like going out early because fuck, what do I do for the rest of the day?
Exactly.
What do I do? I have no idea what to do now. But I mean, working especially because I have not seen you in person in 5 years. Close to 6.
Yeah.
Put in perspective here. I'm 23. You are 23 as well, right?
Turned 23
You turned 23 in April. So it has been close to 5 years since the last time I have seen you in person.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. The second you walked in, we both gave each other a big ass hug, which is rightfully so.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because, you've been there for me. I've been there for you. We've been through some shit. You and me both have been through some shit.
That is true.
And, looking back, in high school, middle school especially, it's just shit. We used to be assholes.
Yeah.
we used to be miserable fucking assholes.
We really were.
We used to be miserable pieces of shit, and we had no idea why. Back in the day, we were just fuck.
Especially in fucking middle school. Middle school was just fucking terrible.
Because everyone's going through their own shit. Everyone's going through their own personal shit.
Do you remember the fight I got into?
Which one?
With Isaiah?
I believe so. I believe so. we don't have to talk about it, but I remember, oh jeez, I remember I was getting, because, I mean, the only people who knew who we were at the time were, like, Sylvan kids. As growing up where we were back, there were 3 elementary schools.
Yep.
And for those who do not know, here on the island, there were 3 elementary schools. We went to relatively, small, not too bad. And then and we got to the middle school, it was just like, shit, everything's happening all at once. We have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
No idea what the fuck's going on. So, I understand now, like, over 10 years later, it's like, shit. Like, we had no idea what to do. No clue. And everyone's just picking on each other because they don't know what the fuck's going on. They have no idea what the fuck to do. And even then, I'm seeing it today also, where everyone's just picking on each other, especially on, like, Facebook and Instagram. I remember posting about something like, oh, since pipeliners can get another job, how about welfare? How about welfare people? How about people on welfare? And
Alexa, play "Fuck You."
no, Alexa, turn off. I actually have one. I actually have one.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I forgot I had it too. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot I had it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I on Instagram I actually did that. I just played CeeLo Green's "Fuck You," rightfully so. Because those kind of people just piss me off. Like, if you don't know what you're talking about, then don't say shit.
Exactly.
Don't say shit. And people just don't know how to keep their fucking mouth shut. That's what we are not even 10 minutes in. You're already down 1 beer so far. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. And you said you haven't drank in 6 months?
Yeah.
You proud of that? Are you proud of that? Or are you just like, fuck, I need something?
I need something because I was smoking before.
Oh, for the love of God.
I don't know what it is, but whenever I drink beer or any type of alcohol, mostly beer, after I smoke, even vice versa, I don't know, it just sobers me up.
So that's a weird thing. But let's understand the kind of people who we were growing up. You and I, shit, did I do something? Oh, fuck, not responding. That's terrific. Hold on. Being a dick cheese as per usual. That's great. There we go. Now it's working. Sorry, computer bullshit as per usual. Stupid laptop. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
But growing up where we were, you on the other hand were a party animal a little bit, right?
Honestly, I didn't really become a party animal until like after graduation.
Mm-hmm.
Like our graduation day, or maybe it was either graduation day or the day after graduation. I went to 2 fucking graduations, and that's also the second graduation that I went to.
Yeah.
It was also the first time I fucking drank.
I didn't drink until I was 22.
First graduation party was Miller's at
Of course.
Dublin.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to work. And then my boss let me leave early so I can go to a graduation party.
That's right. I remember Dublin Deck. I was there also. I was there.
And
I was there.
then
I gotta get her on.
I went
also.
to Rooney's.
Oh God.
I went to Rooney's.
I haven't heard from it a lot since.
I see Nolan all the time.
I see Nolan all the time. I think Dylan's working all the time.
Yeah,
It's good for him.
Oh yeah,
Good
definitely.
for him. Like, I mean, God bless him too, because the shit, like losing his mom. Also, I remember.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Mama Rooney. I mean, I can't I can't fathom what that feels like. I mean, because I lost my dog. I lost Max a couple years ago. And even then, it was just like, fuck. Like, but like losing your mom is just
That's on a whole different level.
Indescribable how that feels.
Mm-hmm.
Indescribable. And like I always like every time I see what Nolan, Dylan, or the other brothers, Brian and fuck, I completely forgot the other's name. Who was it? Ah, fuck it. But either way, I asked them, "How are you doing? How is everything? How are you doing?" Because you know as I feel sympathy and shit. Because like I'm not an asshole. Like I was for a short time. Because
At the same time, we can all be assholes.
we were all assholes. I even said this. I mean, Justin was even on my podcast. God knows how long ago.
I was listening.
And I even told him, hey, listen, I'm sorry for the asshole I was because I went through some shit. I just didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to handle it. And part of the reason why I'm not crisscrossed, but like I have 6 going on 7 tattoos. Because every tattoo I have tells a story about my life. And I don't mind expressing, you know, my life.
Yeah.
And I believe that, hey, listen, getting your story out, no matter what you're going through, whether it's, you know, childhood trauma, current trauma, you know, family, or, you know, relationships, who the fuck cares? Just talk about it. And
yeah, definitely.
I can't stress that enough. If you're going through some shit, talk about it. Just fucking talk about it. And whether it's, you know, you're uncomfortable with your weight. And you even told me this. You lost, I forget how much weight you lost. You lost how much in 2 years?
In 2 years, I lost 200 pounds. I was, on my 19th birthday, I was 385 pounds.
How the fuck did you lose that much weight? Because I'm currently down 70.
Honestly,
in over a year.
I watched what I ate. I ate everything in moderation. And not only was I working, but I was exercising a lot.
Of course.
Like, on the weekends, I'd get up at freaking 3 o'clock in the morning. It started off with just me running around my block a couple times. And then that turned into me running from, you know where Atlantic Avenue Deli is, right? In Blue Point?
Yes.
I went from running from over there to Sable Oakdale line.
Yeah, you ran that?
Well, not run. I jogged it.
Oh, you jogged it, okay.
But
which is great still.
I was busting my ass. I was sweating my ass off. I was eating right. I was taking care of myself.
What motivated you?
Honestly,
Was usually motivation? This fucking person's trying to Snapchat me.
A breakup.
Go away! I don't want your OnlyFans.
A breakup.
Of course, of course.
But at the same time, it wasn't just a breakup. Like, that was one of the reasons that got me motivated. But honestly, the thing that motivated me the most was my future.
Yeah.
Like,
me too.
I don't want to go the rest of my life.
No, dude, we have all day. We have all day. It's all good.
But yeah, so I exercise. I freaking busted my ass at work, and everything was fine. Like, even the guys that I worked with, they said that they saw the change.
Yeah.
Dramatically.
Yeah.
Like, went from, you're not gonna believe it, but I was a 3, almost 4X in shirts.
Jesus.
I was like a size 42 or 43 waist.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was a big boy. And then, over time, the numbers kept on going lower and lower and lower. By the time I was... This was like 2 months after my 21st birthday,
Yeah.
I was going to a party. That it wasn't like a really big party. It was like
was just like there.
all the coworkers.
It was just
worked
there.
with.
It was just there. I got you.
And I was wearing an XL and a size 36 waist.
Fuck.
I was 185 pounds.
Good for you, man. That's
And then,
awesome.
of course,
I wish I was that.
yeah, I want to get back to it, man. I want to get back to it, and I'm trying now.
So, like what you started eating, just eating right, working your ass off, because you wanted to get back to, because self-love is an important thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You learn to I credit Mike if you're listening to this. Like, you taught me this. Mike Merce would teach me this all the fucking time. Self-love is the most important thing about your life.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
if you don't love yourself,
then what the fuck?
You already lost.
There you go. And mental health is extremely fucking important. Mental health is far more important than physical health. And mental health is crazy important. And I'm not like an advocate. I'm not like a public speaker for mental health. But I always talk about it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, get your head straight. Just get your head straight.
Definitely.
And I was in a similar situation as you. I was working with assholes. I was like at a 3XL, almost a 4XL. I was in a bad relationship.
I remember.
Which one is the question here?
I remember both of them.
So my ex, one of my ex-girlfriends, we would eat out all the time. We would go out to eat for dinner
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Applebee's, fucking Chili's galore, and it was just bad. It was bad, and I think I was 320 pushing 330. I may have weighed more than that. I couldn't tell you how much I weighed. But, so, and this time last year, around actually a year and a month ago, I had a sleep apnea attack. Sleep apnea attack. For those who do not know what a sleep apnea attack is where you choke in your sleep. Your airwaves are slammed shut when you're sleeping. Hence, snoring. Mm-hmm. Snoring is sleep apnea.
Yeah.
No one talks about that. And I woke up in the middle of the night, or at 2 a.m, and I just couldn't breathe. Could not breathe. So, had I been asleep for maybe a few hours later, probably would have been dead.
Jesus.
Probably would have been dead. Because I couldn't breathe, and I was lucky I woke up because it's probably still there at my old house where I just bashed the light switch and the plastic snapped. Because I was trying to get the lights on, like searching for water. And then I went to the kitchen, filled up a glass of water, and just chugged it. As I felt my airways open up, just gasped for a quick gasp of air. And everything was shaking. Everything. Like, every single part of my body was shaking.
Jesus.
So, because, I laugh about it because I'm like, I cheated to death, bitch! But also at the same time, it's
scary.
It's scary as shit. And from there on, it was like, okay. Of course, a few weeks later, I'm in a mental hospital, but, for different reasons. But, from there on, I was like, okay. If I'm going to get my act straight, eating healthy, I'm going to do it now. And from there on, I got a personal trainer, still with him almost over a year later. He's working my ass off, and on the scale, I'm probably 260, 265.
Okay.
But still, it's like maybe 20 pounds of that is muscle. So minus the muscle, I'm 240, maybe. So. And I'm not a shrimp. I'm not a shrimp guy.
Oh no.
And even though you're taller than me, but you're what, 6 foot now?
Nah, I'm still 5'11".
You're 5'11"? I'm 5'10". Okay, fine. You're slightly taller than me, but still. But I can't stress this enough as well. Eat right. Eat right, people. You just eat right. It's not hard.
You eat right, you eat everything in moderation, and you exercise, and you can do anything.
Yep. There you go. And it's just like you gotta have like certain things in your diet, like protein. You gotta have in your diet.
100%.
Like I think my trainer told me, hey, you gotta when you work like every day when you're losing weight, have over 200 grams of protein a day.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like the most I had was like 316. Stone Cold Steve Austin. and it's like, and you gotta have fat in your diet too. Just stay away from like sugar and processed shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And like that's what I did. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll find myself having a sandwich from a deli every now and then, but like I know, like you have to plan.
You're allowed.
You can plan it. You have to plan it.
Yeah, you're allowed a cheat day every once in a while.
Yeah, and like Mike Merce even told me this. Like, you are allowed to have a cheat day. Just plan for it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're planning this to like every couple Saturdays, go out to a deli and like get a sandwich or get like a piece pie, like a pizza pie. Go do it. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just you gotta remember, all right, I did this. I now have to work my ass off even harder.
Yeah.
As I remember in football, I used to run up Holtzville Park. I used to run up hills. I remember doing that. It was so much fun. So much fun.
Honestly, I used to, me, my dad, and you remember that girl Bonnie? One of my friends that I was talking to? I took her to prom. I took her to prom with me. Freaking Paul and Megan were saying Bonnie and Clyde.
What reference is that?
Because her name is Bonnie, and they think I used to have. Oh, I did have, but I never told them. But they thought I had a massive crush on them.
So what? It's the past.
Yeah, that's the past, though.
That's another thing. Don't dwell on the fucking past.
Exactly.
Like, I
stick with the present and focus on the future.
There's another thing. There's a Kung Fu Panda. Great example. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That is why it's called the present. That is why it's called the present. And I'm seeing all the time on social media, like all Snapchat, especially, just people just like, why can't today just get better? My anxiety's so bad. It's like, first of all, what are you dwelling on? What are you dwelling on? And if you're dwelling on, let's say, the death of a family member, okay, I get that. But if you're dwelling on something that happened
like 5 years ago,
10 years ago, it's just like,
okay, just get over it.
What are you doing?
Just get over it.
What are you doing? Now, we all did the same shit. Oh, yeah. We all did. We're not perfect people.
You remember how I used to be? I used to be posting depression shit on freaking Snapchat.
Every fucking day.
Yeah.
I was about to slap you.
And what? And look at me now.
I was going to slap you.
I haven't done anything.
I was going to slap you. If you were, I was going to drive over to you. If I found out you were doing that again, I was going to slap you across the face and then drive home.
My friend Nick, he actually drove to my house.
Slapped you across the face?
No, even worse.
Punched you in the face?
No, he punched me in the stomach.
I would have done the same shit.
And now he's like, okay, now one of two things are going to happen. I'm like, oh, God. He's like, you're either going to puke or you're either going to shit your brains out.
I would have done the same shit to you.
I had just eaten, and he knew I had just eaten. He's like, I was talking to him on the phone, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm eating real quick. He's like, all right. I'm like, what are you eating?
I was like, what? You're eating rum cake?
No, I just said I was eating.
Oh, okay.
I was eating, I forgot, I think I was eating pasta.
Okay.
He's like, okay. I'm like, what do you mean okay? He's like, just okay. I'm like, he's like, just so you know, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm like, okay.
To be fair, I would have done the same shit to you if you were doing stupid shit.
Oh, I know.
I told you, don't do stupid shit under my watch. Because I will find out. I'm
I know you have your ways.
I have my ways. I have my ways indeed. And like, whenever I talk to girls, people like they even tell me, "How do you find out about this shit?" Like, I have my ways. I know people. Let's be clear.
I'm the same way, bro.
Let's understand this. Like, what is said travels. Like, Long Island is one big giant gossip club.
Give me just Suffolk County alone is a freaking gossip club.
Nassau's worse.
That's true.
Nassau is worse. But what do I know? Not much. Not much. I try to keep myself like a low profile, like as much as I can. Like, I stay off Facebook, I stay off Twitter when I can, I stay off Instagram when I can. Like, don't get me wrong, I find myself scrolling through and just be like, oh, what's going on here? We're like, oh, what happened in sports today?
Yeah.
Or just
like,
stupid petty shit.
I'm the same way, really. Like, I'll check my notifications on Facebook and my Instagram, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, the only time I'll post something is if I'm with my girlfriend.
Social media is a fucking stupid cancer.
Oh, nowadays, yes, definitely.
Fucking TikTok.
It's getting worse and worse with social media nowadays.
Thank you. It's terrible. It's terrible. I love this mic setup. I'm sorry. I just do. I love the fact that I finally got this shit to work.
It is
because
a nice
the thing about the story here, before we continue about social media, is I got these are two USB microphones.
Okay.
The software that I use is called Voice Meter, and it allows me to use two USB microphones at the same time, unless without using an XLR microphone, which I have a mixer for.
Okay.
But I would need to get certain cables and shit. It's fucking stupid. It's just like,
it's a pain in the ass.
It's so stupid. So effing stupid. Again, technology. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, even phones nowadays, too.
Oh.
Phones are so stupid nowadays.
Thank you.
When we were growing up...
We had a flip phone.
Yeah, when we
had flip phones.
That flip phone lasted longer than any of these nowadays phones.
Thank you.
Like, some of the flip phones that we've had, literally, you can run over it.
You can drop it off a building.
Yeah, and it's still so far. You can run over it with a fucking tank, and it'd still be okay.
It'll be fine.
But
now you just
drop it that far. Oh, yeah, you gotta get in your phone.
Like 2 feet off the ground. By the way, we're not on video. They can't see it. No one could see that. I forgot to tell you we're not on Instagram Live, or for YouTube live stream. By the way, but it's stupid. Just everything is stupid today. Everyone's so goddamn sensitive over the stupid petty shit. Over stupid shit.
Like, we could feel bad for you, but you need to have a really good reason.
Really good reason why we should feel bad.
Family member or friend died. Okay.
Did you see the Gorilla Glue girl?
No.
Some girl decided to use Gorilla Glue as hairspray. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this. This individual ran out of hairspray and decided to use Gorilla Glue Gorilla Glue spray on her hair. And now I want to tell you how sad this is. Because there are people on a GoFundMe page that are donating $200,000 to get this person to remove Gorilla Glue from her hair. Hold on, time out. Another GoFundMe page has $5,000 donated to children's cancer research. The stupidity.
So people would rather donate money to someone who's being fucking stupid and putting Gorilla Glue in their fucking hair, but they want help fund for freaking children cancer research. That is fucking bullshit.
Thank you.
What is this world fucking coming to?
Oh, I love it. I love every
We
second of this stupidity.
We are heading to the apocalypse.
I am heading. What is more like what?
What's more
I
likely
saw
to
this
happen?
picture.
The apocalypse, or a zombie apocalypse, or the
I
end
saw
of the
this
world?
picture. I think I put it out where it was like end of the world. Place your bets. 5% earthquake, 2% meteor, 8% plague, 85% human stupidity. I love
85%.
democracy. I love democracy. Oh.
Oh my god. That is too fucking funny.
Yep. Yep. I love it. Love this shit.
Now, let's talk about some sports.
Okay, what do you got? What do you got?
How do you feel about the Bucks
Good.
and Tom Brady winning?
Good. Fuck Kansas City. I'm sorry. They did it to themselves.
That is
They
true.
did it to themselves.
But-
They did.
You gotta admit,
I talked
just
about
that-
this.
Just that setting alone, it was rigged.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No, it wasn't.
Just getting those two teams to the
You want
playoffs.
to talk about rigged? Green Bay? If Green Bay was in, rigged.
That is true.
If Green Bay was in, rigged. Because that was the original Super Bowl matchup. That was the first Super Bowl matchup. And 54 years later, that would have been exactly what have happened. Now,
Honestly, I was hoping it would have been Bills.
Buffalo needed that.
But Buffalo is the team that could beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Well, they did, but they didn't. And, but I talked about this on the pod a couple times. Hey, listen, Kansas City fucked themselves because Mahomes did to himself. If you actually watch the film, if you actually watch the tape of that game, Mahomes retreated almost 500 yards total for that game. Because that offense is designed to get a big play every time.
Mm-hmm.
Designed that way. And defenses can't adjust to that. But what they can do is force Mahomes to retreat, which they did. And as a lineman, you are not supposed to fall back that far. Those are athletic motherfuckers. So,
Yeah, they're
in a
freaking
nutshell,
tall shoes, spin.
I knew the Bucks were going to win, but I didn't think it'd be that much.
No, that was a spanking.
They did themselves.
Did you hear what Tom Brady did?
What do you do now?
He went to.
Oh yeah,
the
he
Chiefs
showed
locker
up.
room.
He showed up drunk.
No, he put a note in Patrick Mahomes' locker.
Yeah.
Basically,
going.
basically saying how an old man spanked him, and he was basically saying, "Don't worry, Papa Brady, I will take care of you."
I saw one time. So there was this individual who, I believe she's the daughter of the first creator of the Lombardi Trophy,
Okay.
and she saw Tom Brady throwing the Lombardi Trophy from one boat to another. I forgot to talk about this on the podcast, and she's like, it offends me that these people do these things. Meanwhile, Rob Gronkowski Louis dents the Lombardi Trophy with a baseball, and no one talks about that. You remember that?
I remember
Super Bowl
that.
53, Rob Gronkowski dents the Lombardi Trophy by swinging it like a baseball bat. And no, and you hear shit from her. She didn't hear shit from her.
But once
Tom Brady decides to throw the Lombardi Trophy like it's a fish. She's like, oh, it offends me. It's a problem for me and my family's history.
Oh, shut the fuck
Shut
up,
up.
Karen.
Shut up.
You're a Karen.
Shut up, people. Just shut up.
Some people are just stupid nowadays.
Fucking dumbasses. Hate it.
Like, I want, like, no, I was telling you before how, like, I usually just go on Facebook to check my notifications.
Just ignore stupid shit.
I want a Giants fan page.
Of course you are. It's per usual. You and my cousin would get along great, by the way.
Tell me why Giants fans are so fucking stupid. They want it.
Are you the first Giant fan to finally admit that?
Yes.
Thank you. I've been
Giants
saying this
fans,
since Odell Beckham got traded.
That
I've
was
been saying
stupid.
this for 3 years.
You do not trade.
You had
You're
to. No, you had to. You had to. If you wanted... First of all, they should have forced Eli to retire years ago. And they should have, in the process, if they knew they were going to suck, they should have traded Odell before he signed that contract. Because if you look at it in a nutshell, they would have gotten far more for him had they didn't sign him to that extension. They would have gotten far more for him. And these numbskulls just don't know that. Because the way these trades work is that you have to convince value. Like, Laremy Tunsil with the Texans and the Dolphins. Okay, is a great blindside tackle. Usually you don't trade 2 firsts for a blindside tackle, but the Dolphins got Kenny Stills. Well, the Dolphins trade Kenny Stills in the process and got 2 more players in return for that trade from the Texans. And the Texans had no leverage in that deal. The Texans had no leverage with the Tunsil contract. Laremy Tunsil got what he wanted. $66 million over 3 years. He got what he wanted. But still, you don't do... Like, the only time I think you could trade 2 first-round picks is, let's say, for a great pass rusher, which Jamal Adams kind of is, and a franchise quarterback, which Matthew Stafford kind of is.
Who is not with Detroit anymore.
He's with the Rams, yes, we know.
And then Jared Goff is... That was a stupid trade.
No, it wasn't. The Lions had to the Lions are rebuilding. They've been rebuilding, but they had to let Stafford go. And the only team that realistically was going to take him were the Rams. And the Rams were desperate enough to get a franchise quarterback, which they had to get, and Stafford is that. He's a franchise guy. And if you're going to do that, like, you might as well empty the bank. Okay. You might as well do that. And another situation, Carson Wentz. Yeah. Carson Wentz. If we're talking Carson Wentz the MVP, he's worth 2 first-round picks.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He's worth 2 first-round picks.
Carson Wentz.
The fact that the Colts gave up basically a second and a third for a guy who is injury-prone, confidence is shot, and he's a franchise quarterback, fucking steal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Fucking steal. Great trade for Indy. And Deshaun Watson's gonna get 3 first-round picks. You're out of your mind if you don't think Watson's gonna get 3 firsts.
That's actually it's actually funny how you bring up Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. They get traded?
Giants fans think that we should trade Daniel Jones.
No.
Saquon Barkley.
No.
And Leonard Williams.
No. No.
For Deshaun Watson.
No.
No.
No. I've been telling the only considerable way you trade, the only way you're going to get Deshaun Watson is if you're the Jets and if you're willing to offer the 2nd overall pick for him.
Yeah.
If you're willing to offer the 2nd overall pick plus both Seahawk picks in return.
Well, I would have offered if the Giants.
You're not traded. Saquon's getting traded.
Yes.
He's getting traded. You never.
I would trade Saquon, Ingram,
How much do you think Saquon would go?
Saquon?
He's not worth a first-round pick, though.
I think he's worth a first-round pick.
No,
if not a first-round pick, then 2 second-rounders.
First of all, he's coming off a torn ACL. I'll tell you this. He's coming off a torn ACL. Hasn't had a good year since his rookie season. Okay? His value has plummeted tenfold.
True.
Plummeted tenfold. Not his fault.
No.
Not his
Injuries.
fault. Injuries and production is not his fault. Bad offensive line, not entirely his fault.
No.
But
here's the thing. His rookie season, he was the offense.
The only team I would consider trading him to, I'm pointing right at him right there.
Seattle.
Yes.
Who would you trade him for?
Why is the answer. Why? Because Chris Carson is a free agent. Chris Carson's a free agent.
Okay.
And because, hear me out. Hear me out. The Giants are I think, if they have a good draft and a good free agency, they're a playoff team.
Oh, yeah.
They're
definitely.
A playoff team. They're a playoff team. Because we just witnessed a 7-9 team win the division. Win the NFC East. In Washington, name redacted.
And if Washington lost one more game... No. Who was the team that we were counting?
Giants were not winning that division, nor winning a playoff game. I'm sorry.
I forget what game it was.
That team was just bad. They had no right to be 6-10. They should have been 4-12.
And what's even sad?
I am saying this as a New Yorker who listens to sports radio. Who listens to sports radio on a fucking daily.
I was completely wrong. I honestly thought throughout the whole season that they would win like 2 or 3 games.
They were not a playoff team. They were not a great team. I think they have the right coach.
Judge? Definitely.
I think Judge is the right coach. I'm not denying
Offensive
that.
coordinator, I'm sorry.
Jason Garrett is not a good receiver.
Out.
But listen, the only considerable way, because I'm looking at the only team, because Seattle realistically can fuck me. Seattle realistically can do this because, okay, what do you need more than anything if you're the Giants?
Giants, O-line, and receivers.
Okay. We have both. Tyler Lockett and a fourth rounder for Saquon Barkley. Who says no? Who says no?
I would take that.
Tyler Lockett, and because I'm gonna text my friend this. Be like,
but here's the thing, it's just the offense right now. The defense towards the end, like midway, they started to pick it up. The defense isn't that bad. We have our weak spots on defense. Like our backs, our defensive backs.
They're not that bad. No.
Safeties.
You have good players. I think that.
The safeties could use some work.
Now, I have the Giants roster now. Thank God I do these enough for previews for U Stadium. Thank God I do. But your offensive line is not terrible. It's not. Andrew Thomas is a natural right tackle.
Yeah.
He is. Let's see what we got here. Lemieux should be your right guard or potentially your new center.
Okay.
You need a new center badly. Zeiler, not terrible. Hernandez, he's not bad. I don't know why Evan Ingram is a Pro Bowler, but he is.
That is just stupid.
He is.
Honestly, I think they only did that to bump up his trade value.
What a dick shit. But who else is it? Your defensive line isn't bad. Your defensive line is not bad. You need to re-sign Dalvin Tomlinson and Leonard Williams. You need to re-sign those
hands
two.
down.
And Fackrell, I think you should bring him back for another year. Logan Ryan, Jabril Peppers as safety, not terrible. Logan Ryan, though, should have been a corner. Xavier McKinney should have been your free safety. Bradbury, Holmes. Darnell Holmes is good. Yadam, Harper, not bad. Julian Love, not bad. They got good players. They're just there.
One of what hurts.
Patrick Graham is a good coach, though.
One of what hurts me the most.
What would you do?
Two defensive studs. No, 3 defensive studs that the Giants had.
I think I know what you're talking about.
They got rid of.
Because they had to.
JPP.
They had to.
And look at him now. Freaking Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. That is the one that pissed me off the most.
They had to do that.
How do you get rid of the best cornerback in the league?
He wasn't even the best corner at that time.
Okay,
what was it, 2014?
I think so.
It was 2014 that they signed him. No, it wasn't.
Well, not then, but like towards the end of his career with the Giants, he was one of the best cornerbacks in the league.
Okay.
And freaking Collins, Landon Collins.
That just pissed me off.
Yes, he showed promise in his rookie season and his second season. Wait, how many seasons was he with the Giants?
Who?
Landon Collins. He was with the Giants for how many seasons? 2 or 3?
4.
Four.
He was a starter for 3. He was a defensive player of the year finalist.
His last year with the Giants wasn't.
They should have traded him. They should have traded him. And that, but let me understand this. By the way, shout out to the Unhinged Sports Network because night on Unhinged doesn't end because Daniel Smooth doesn't sleep. This guy, I do sleep though, but I do sleep. Let's understand here. Yeah. But I don't know if you have Twitter. I don't know if you do.
Oh, I do.
What's your Twitter again?
Austin 316.
Is it really?
Pretty sure.
Is it really?
I'm pretty sure. Wait, hold on. Here, let me pull it up.
Is it fucking really?
It's Austin 316 Shaw.
316 Shaw. Jesus fucking Christ.
I've made that.
How long has it been since you tweeted something? Because
I honestly just tweeted something. Like, literally just tweeted.
Alright, good, because
Wait.
you could for the love of God.
That one was in 2015. You saw the picture?
Christ. Yeah, Christ. I was the same. My ex-girlfriend tried to make me delete my Twitter. Like, why?
I remember that.
I remember telling you about I've been through some shit. I remember that shit. I was like, hey, listen, I've been through some stupid shit, but just like,
I do not miss those days. Look at us now.
Good.
We're working hard.
Good.
We're relaxing. We're
Good.
chilling.
We're relaxing, recording a podcast. You want another beer, by the way, or are you good?
I'll take another one.
Alright, fine. Give me a second. Oh, Christ. My fat ass has to get up. Get some more shit. Good things these are cold. That's the best part. Bro, I'm telling you, I have had 2 protein shakes. Because just fucking stick it right there. You go. Just like, just stick it right there. You don't need to use the knife. Just get it right in there. There you go. Just get it right in there.
There you go, buddy.
There you go.
Thank you.
And through the microphone. There we go. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Oh. Feels good.
Oh.
What? I might end up like taking a long time off from dating because
Understandable.
I don't need to. I don't need to date. Do I want to date? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fucking teddy bear.
That you are.
For those who know me, will actually understand this because I'm a fucking softie.
And me and you have known each other for how long?
Close to 15 years.
Yeah.
But
Honestly. And
for those who know me, yes, I'm a gigantic fucking teddy bear. And Valentine's Day, I'm fucking single. Again. But who cares? Because Valentine's Day is a fucking stupid holiday. I just choked on air. Great. There you go there.
back in elementary school, who were like a couple of the guys that you hung out with? That you could say that you were like really close friends with.
The Ravers. I remember those two.
Okay.
Justin for a bit.
Okay.
Shit. I haven't spoken to the Ravers in years.
Last time I spoke to the Ravers was...
I haven't spoken to them in fucking long time.
I spoke to Jared like 3 years ago.
Where the hell are they?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
By the way, did you skip college or am I the other one?
Barely went to college. I was there for a semester and a half, and then I dropped out. First semester, I failed 2 of my classes. I failed out 2 of my
College is just a waste of time now.
It's not that it's a waste of time.
I didn't even go to college, so I can't say shit.
Baycheck couldn't have said it best.
Which one? There's 2 of them.
Dylan.
Oh, Dylan, yeah. He was also in the pod.
Yeah, I was actually listening to that one before. But, yeah.
Shit.
College isn't for everyone.
No, college is not for everyone. No.
School in itself, it's not for everyone.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter if it's college or elementary, middle, or high school. It doesn't matter what type of school it is. It could be even a trade school. School itself is not for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, for guys like us,
yeah,
it's not meant for us.
No.
We prefer to work with our hands.
In school.
We prefer to work with our hands.
Yeah. 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 I don't blame you. I mean, props to these people. Also, have you noticed what is a higher form of study? Like, which study has been increasing more over the last 5 years?
What?
You're gonna laugh with this fucking nursing. Ah! I'm sorry, I like the medical field, but like, taking the easy route, nursing is not an easy route. You want to take an easy route for school? Go to get a trade.
You want to know what I was originally got? There were 2 things I was thinking about going to school for.
What's up?
One was the culinary, which I did go to school for a short period of time. And honestly, and not a lot of people know this, but another thing I was thinking about going to school for was therapy. Like a therapist.
Huh.
Yes, I would have been in school for...
Why did I think that would suit you?
Because you know me, I like to help people.
Yeah, I know you do.
I don't care who it is. We can have our differences. If you need help, you need someone to talk to.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same. I'm the same. Like, I'm not going to force you to talk. If you want to talk, fine. Call me or text me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But, like, the fact you got these schmucks, they're like, oh, you need to get back to me, like, now. It's like, first of all, I could be, at a funeral. I could be at work. I love how I said funeral first. Like,
you don't know. I could be
at an interview for said job. I could be with family for, let's say, my mom's birthday or some shit. I don't know. Or something beyond fucking stupid.
Yeah.
One thing's for sure, though, that I do know for a fact, is that if you do text me and I see it, I will get back to you when I can. Like, I'm not always on top. But one thing's for sure, though.
You do get back.
I am reliable. And And don't put too much fucking pressure on me because, like, I'm not great under pressure, but who cares? Who is it?
Yeah.
Who are you, Joe Montana? That's a reference that people don't get. That's a reference people do not understand.
People who really know football and shit will get that.
Oh, boy. Shit. Person on a mouse on the arm of my chair is not great. Not a great idea. Ugh.
So how have you been?
Not terrible. Not bad. But at the same time, pretty good. Like, I'm glad I got the fuck out of Blue Point. Blue Point is home. I want to be completely clear. Where I grew up is home. It will always be home.
No matter how much...
Always will be.
No matter how much you hate it and want to kick its ass, it's still home.
Yep, it's always going to be home.
Blue Point?
Where we grew up, Bayport, Blue Point, who gives a flying fuck, is going to be home.
Long Island. Long Island is home.
But as soon as I get the opportunity to get the fuck out of this state, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Oh, same.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
You don't, like, not a lot of people know this, but as soon as I get my own car, because right now me and my dad share a car.
Okay.
But once I get my own car, and I have enough money put away,
yeah,
I'm leaving.
Good. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to PA.
Good. Beautiful out there.
For multiple reasons. One, it's new, fresh start. Two,
you know what's a smart idea to do?
What?
New Hampshire.
I could.
New Hampshire is cheaper. Far cheaper. Far cheaper. Don't believe me? Look it up. Look up the state tax of New Hampshire right now. Or the income tax of New Hampshire. Or sales tax. Look up taxes for the state of New Hampshire. You will laugh how cheap it is over there. It is crazy how cheap it is. Actually, hold on. Alexa, what is the state tax of New Hampshire?
5%.
New Hampshire has no tax brackets and instead has a flat personal income tax rate of 5% for
Ha!
the 2019 tax year.
Ha! Cheap as shit, am I right?
Yeah, that is pretty cheap.
You know why? Because no one fucking lives there.
It's like, oh yeah, I moved from Long Island. Like, oh, where do you live now? Oh, I live in
California.
New Hampshire.
California. By the way, California is a shithole. Sorry, Kerrigan, but it is a shithole. That's a lie. Certain parts of California.
Certain
are
parts
nice.
of California.
The mountains are beautiful. Let me be clear. The redwood forests, beautiful. San Francisco, to a degree, beautiful. But
But
don't go to Los Angeles.
Parts of California are...
The only reason you should be going to Los Angeles is if you're going to start a porno. That's clear. Clear as fucking day.
Nowadays, yeah.
By the way, how does this sound? Let me check. Give me a second. Sounds great. I like the fact that we use 2 microphones. Thank God. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, California. It's a shithole. You know, it's another state that's actually great to move to? Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is great.
The thing with me is the heat.
Right. I think you said something you can't deal with the heat, Rel.
I can't deal with heat pretty well. I need somewhere where it's has similar to weather to New York.
New Hampshire. Done. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Cheap as shit. Like, I got friends that want me to go down to Virginia. It's like, why would I go to Virginia? Don't get me wrong, Virginia's great. Especially you go towards the mountains. Like, there's certain parts of Virginia that are dirt fucking cheap.
Okay.
Like, towards the mountains are cheap as shit. That's where I want to go. I want to live in the mountains. I want to live in the mountains where just nature galore. And I'm actually going to have those two numbskulls on the pod on Sunday. And they're probably gonna curse me out, rightfully so. But who cares? But like the mountains are just like another state that is cheap as shit. The Carolinas, specifically South Carolina.
Definitely.
And if you know how to work your taxes right, another good state, the Pacific Northwest, specifically Oregon. As the only reason I would go west. The only reason I would go into West Coast is for Oregon.
Okay.
Oregon or Seattle.
Okay. You'd be surprised on where my dream home is.
Where?
Ireland.
Beautiful fucking country.
Dublin, Ireland.
Beautiful country. You ever get the chance to go to Ireland? I haven't gone yet, but it's a beautiful country.
I want to go over there.
Not only do I want to visit beautiful country.
I want to live there.
It is a beautiful. My coworker has a house in Ireland. He paid off.
I've
10
seen,
years. 10 years. He paid it off in 10 years.
A few.
Dirt cheap there.
When I was in college, there was a group of guys who I was friends with, and one of my buddies, he actually went to Ireland for the summer, and then one day we were hanging out. He showed me pictures. I'm like, oh my!
It's gorgeous over there.
It is beautiful.
The Irish keep it clean.
One of else is pretty beautiful, even though it's kind of fucked up.
Scotland.
Scotland. And even though this place is pretty fucked up right now, Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Parts of Dominican Republic. Because my mom just went there. She went to.
How was your mom doing, by the way? How's she
doing? Pretty good.
Good.
She lost a hell of a lot of weight.
I remember that.
Have you seen how much?
I have not, but I think I remember.
I'll show you.
You telling me about your mom dealing with the no offense weight problems.
Mm-hmm. And you saw what my mom used to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see her now, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Am I gonna randomly compliment your mom in a strange way? I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know. Good for you, man.
That's my mom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she lost
Good for her.
A lot of weight.
Good for her.
She's a custodian now. She's busting her ass. She has her baking business popping off.
Nice.
She's doing really good.
Nice.
I'm happy for her. Me and her have a better relationship now.
Good.
Like, me and her actually talk. I actually go over there sometimes.
Good. That's awesome, man. That's
she's doing really good. Everyone's doing really good.
Which is good. Which is awesome.
Surprisingly, me and my brother are actually doing really good.
Your brother is Ryan, right?
Josh.
That's right. Right, lacrosse.
Yep,
that's right.
Lacrosse and football.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yep.
My memory is like completely blank from like high school. The things I still have pictures of the football team from 3 or 4 years of high school. I didn't play junior year because I was injured, or not injured, but like I was on medical list or whatever. Like because I had a cyst. I had a polynetal cyst, which if you don't know what that is, audience, is a cyst located on the base of your spine.
Okay.
And it was about the size of a damn softball. It's pressing up against my spine.
I remember that.
Just pressing, and people were just like, "Where the fuck are you?" I'm like, "I had surgery. I had surgery.
I'm not gonna be there for a while."
I thought I'd be out for like a couple months. Turned out I was out for like 6 to 8 months because there were complications with the surgery that it didn't heal right because the wound was so fucking massive it got infected.
You were hospitalized for a while.
I was not hospitalized for a while. I was actually the surgery itself took like 45 minutes, but I was in and out of I was in and out of medical practice. Dr. Dennis in Patchogue saved my ass, literally. But he had a certain procedure where he had like a vacuum, and he had like a sponge. It was like a sponge vacuum, and what it would do it would clean out the infected skin parts of the wound, and it healed within a matter of 2 months. It was awesome, because at like month 4, I was having problems. Like, I was having really bad problems. Like, there was a good chance that I could not like do anything. I missed football season. I missed lacrosse. At that year, I didn't go back to lacrosse, which I miss. I actually miss lacrosse, not gonna lie. But at that time, it was like, okay, what do I do? Because it was an interesting time. Because I remember when I first got diagnosed with a pollen cyst. We were playing Sayville in sophomore year. I think it was sophomore year of lacrosse, JV lacrosse. We were playing Sayville at home. We had white shorts. Now, understand the context of what happened here. Sayville and Bayport do not get along with each other at all. To put in perspective, Yankees-Red Sox, bloodbath rivalry. Like, dislike each other to the core.
That is like one of the very few teams in
I always get excited to face
just
them.
in sports itself.
Yep.
Those two teams are one of the very few teams where they actually fucking despise each other.
I love it. I love it.
It's always been that way.
I love it. But I remember I was like, why are these kids laughing at me? And I remember when I got to the locker room, and I think I was on the sideline even, my coach was like, you're bleeding bad through the shorts. Through the ass of the shorts. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I went to City MD urgent care the night after the game, and I was just like, I remember after the game, I'm sitting in the locker room like 7 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock at night, just crying my ass off. My dad pries me out from the locker room. I'm like, we're going to City MD to get this checked out. And I went to 3 different doctors. I went to City MD I went to City MD, and then I went to Lawrence, all the way out in like damn near Queens, for an old doctor that I used to go see as a kid.
Okay.
And the story behind that, I'll tell you the story behind that afterwards. And then I went to go see Dr. Frank Sconzo, who was a GI surgeon.
Okay.
Also, devoted Cowboy fan. He's actually my favorite Cowboy fan. Believe it or not. He's not a dick, which is awesome. He's my favorite Cowboy fan.
Like most Cowboy fans.
He's my favorite Cowboy fan. He is. But I remember the second I went into this office, I saw the Cowboys shit. I was like, shit. He's a Cowboy fan. And then I've grown a lot of respect for the Cowboys, less respect for the Patriots over time. But at the time, because he looked at it, he looked at the mark for like 5 minutes and was like, "You have a cyst." Like, without hesitation, you have a pulmonary cyst. I'm like, how'd you know? It's like, because where it was, there were these 3 dots of ingrown hair. I hate to get graphic, but it's like, there's like 3 in the ass crack. There was like 3 holes of ingrown hair, and they were oozing. Bad. Like, oozing pus. Bad. Jeez. And he was like, we have to get this out, like, ASAP. And and turned out like a month later, I got the surgery, and it was just terrible. I could barely walk. It was that bad. I could barely walk, and Um, and from there on, it was just like, oh, I gained a lot of weight from that, and then I
Weren't
was
you out
out.
of school for a little while?
I was out of school. I missed most of my junior year. I missed most of junior year, and then I got back sometimes right smack before Christmas, and then
Okay.
and then when I got back, I had to carry around a pillow all the time because I had to sit on said pillow because I couldn't sit on anything hard, otherwise it would rip apart the wound. And I was very fragile at that time. I was a very fragile individual, and and then a few years later the cyst came back, and it was small, like a size of a golf ball, but not that bad. But I noticed it quick. I was just like, what the fuck's going on? And then I checked it out. It was just like, oh, fuck. Came back. And then it was a minor surgery, not too bad.
Okay.
But the doctor in Lawrence, in Queens, like just outside Queens in Nassau County, Dr. Kriegsman, he was my first doctor as a kid. He actually is a leader in autism research. So, he found out that vaccines, or like that, not even vaccines, that the stomach fucks up your brain.
Yeah.
It fucks up your brain. And he gets destroyed via research because of this. Because he was one of the leaders, he's been studying this for years. I was one of his quote-unquote guinea pigs, if you want to put it that way.
Okay.
And my mom and he and my mom are still good friends. They haven't spoken in years, but they've talked from time to time. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he actually had he had surgery on. He performed a surgical procedure on me to remove my tonsils and work on my stomach because I had major stomach problems as a kid, and like I was just bad. Like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't eat anything without just like my stomach exploding.
Jesus.
But boy, oh boy. Like even now, I still got stomach problems, but not that bad. It's just like I gotta watch what I eat, obviously, and still, it's always fun to know some medical problems. Cause like I've had a ton of surgery in my life. I had foot surgery a few times, ingrown toenails. That's fun. That shit's fun. You ever get the opportunity to get laser surgery on your foot? It's awesome. It's
Really?
great. You don't feel a thing. You're awake the whole time. You don't feel a thing. Because the podiatrist who performed the surgery on me, he was like, "Oh, you're not gonna feel a thing." And I would always like sneak a couple Tootsie Roll Pops because I'm a jackass.
I've never gotten surgery.
It's a shocker.
I know, right? But there is a procedure that in the past I have thought about getting.
Which is?
There's this procedure that where they can actually remove epilepsy.
Yeah. That's it's a brain procedure, right?
Yep.
Are you really serious about doing that?
I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it.
I'm not going to do it. In the past, I did think about doing it.
Okay, why? I know you have like epilepsy issues.
The
but
reasons why I thought about doing it is because I've had 2 dream jobs that I've always wanted to do, but I can't because of my epilepsy.
Which you've been doing great with, by the way.
Yes, I haven't had an episode since the week before our junior year.
6 years.
Yep. 6 years.
Yep.
Yeah, there's certain jobs I want to do that I can't do with my epilepsy. Like, one of them is actually becoming a police officer.
Right.
And also joining the army. And another one of my dream jobs was to become a professional gamer. Because not a lot of people know, but professional gamers,
Especially now.
oh my god,
It's fucking crazy.
they make money.
Oh, why would they do? But like, don't get me wrong. Like, I find myself playing Halo. Like, once I get live on Xbox again, I will be hardcore playing Halo. Absolutely. Especially when I get my hands on the Master Chief
You know
Collection.
they're coming out with a new Halo game,
Yeah.
but it's only for the new series.
Stupid. I mean, I like the old Halo games. Like, my first Halo game, my first Halo game I ever played was Halo 3.
Okay,
Great start. And then I went to Reach, and then I got, my hands.
love the Reach.
I got my hands on Combat Evolved Anniversary, which is the remake of the first game, and then I got my hands on ODST, and then Halo 4. And I was like, oh, this is awesome! I get to do shit.
To me, there were two Halo games that I played,
And then later I got Halo 2.
I played all the Halo games. Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, ODST.
Fuck Call of Duty. I'm sorry, but fuck Call of Duty.
I played all the Halo games.
I love Halo.
There's two Halo games I cannot get with.
Okay.
One is actually one of the names that you said,
What was it, ODST?
ODST.
Why?
It's just, I don't know. It's just like the campaign. It was just weird for me.
It's hard.
Honestly, the ODST
It's hard.
campaign reminded me of Call of Duty Ghosts.
I love it, though. I love ODST.
And Halo Wars.
I never played Halo Wars yet.
It is stupid. It's an RPG.
I love Halo Wars.
It's an RPG Halo game.
It's strategy. It's like a strategy.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, it's
strategy
not
game.
terrible. It's just fine. I find myself playing Pokemon all the time, but like I don't give a fuck.
Pokemon is different. That
I
I'll
don't give a
play.
fuck. I don't give
Honestly,
a fuck.
that's something I might get into, collecting cards, trading cards.
I haven't. The last time I did
I haven't
trading,
done that since elementary
Yu-Gi-Oh! Christ.
Yes.
I still have my cards. Still have them.
Bro, I used to have
Ow.
a shit ton of Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards. With Yu-Gi-Oh, I even had
I still have them.
I had the freaking
Oh, the fucking dual
The-
disc?
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Still
When-
have that. I still have my stupid cards.
when we were
damn.
growing up and that shit came out. You had that. You were the cool kid on the block.
I had that.
So
I
did
had
I.
it too.
I
had
think
it.
every single guy in our grade had one.
Yeah. Except for a few guys. Except for a few.
There were quite a few guys.
Did you see the jersey collection, by the way? I will show you before we end the podcast. After we end the podcast.
I've seen a couple of jerseys in the jersey collection.
So I have a jersey for all 32 teams.
Okay.
Vegas. That's why. Who's calling me? For God's sakes, I will. Let me pause. Oh my God! My friend Will, who was one of the two next guests for BS Sessions Volume 15, if he decides to come on, just called me hammered as all hell because he emotionally drinks as per usual.
Oh my God.
That's his thing. That's what he does. It's his life.
Hey.
His fucking life. His
People,
life.
people have their own things,
Yeah, it's his life.
and all we have to really do is respect their decisions.
There you go.
We don't
and
have to
cherish
like
your
it.
life.
We
And
don't-
cherish life.
Yep.
That's what I say. Like, because I see these schmucks, they're also having kids at like 23.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting until I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, no.
I'm waiting until I'm in my 30s, and I actually have a career, and I'm mentally and financially stable.
Don't get me wrong. I want girls my first kid, but like, I had that thought in my head, but like, I don't want kids now.
Honestly, I want a son for my first kid
Don't blame me.
and a daughter
I don't
for
blame
my
you.
second.
I don't blame you.
For one reason and one reason only. When the daughter gets a boyfriend eventually, I don't have to kick the kid's ass.
He gets to kick the kid's
I have a
ass.
son. I won't go to jail if they're close in age.
But I mean, technically you will because it's your kid, but
If anything, the charges would be pressed on the kid, and the kid would either serve some jail time or have a hefty fine depending on their ages.
True. True, though. That's fair.
Now, if I was to put my hands on
Does
a
it
kid,
smell like steak in here, or is it just me? Because I had steak a few hours ago.
I do smell steak. I smell a hint of steak.
Good. Oh, it's awesome. Because I have been cooking up the fucking wazoo. Speaking of cooking, what do you think of the vegan community?
I honestly don't really have anything to really
I have
say
nothing
about it.
against them unless you're an asshole about it. That's the thing. If you're gonna be an asshole, like, don't get me wrong, factory farming is terrible. But just like, if you're gonna be an asshole about like, oh, don't eat meat, it's bad for the environment. Meanwhile, your fucking tofu salads are coming up with, are taking up 10 acres of land per fucking salad, you schmuck.
Basically.
So I don't want to hear it. But like, that's a double standard.
Definitely.
Up the fucking wazoo. Up the wazoo. But it's just,
with cooking, what would you say is your favorite thing to cook?
surf and turf, easy. Either chicken and shrimp or steak and shrimp. With some kale, onions. I make a mean penne with chicken though. I make a mean penne alla vodka with chicken though.
What type of chicken? Grilled or chicken?
Oh, grilled easy.
Okay, good.
Grilled easy.
Hands down.
You have to grill chicken with penne alla vodka.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even close. Like, that would insult my Italian brethren. Speaking of, I gotta get my cousin on eventually. But who knows what will happen.
Ay.
You and me both, my man. You and me both. Twitter is a strange
And
breed.
for those of you who are listening, a lot of you know me and Dan from school.
Yes.
But a lot of you don't know is me and him have been boys, basically brothers, for half of our life.
Hell yeah.
Actually, more than half of our life. Like you said before, we've known each other for about
Close to 15 years.
Close to 15 years. And I remember actually how we became friends. Our love for sharks.
That's the tattoo.
When I get my first tattoo, I might be getting a shark.
Oof. Think about that first.
I might. I might get lyrics first on my back right shoulder.
Do you have any tattoos?
No, I do not have any.
Start small, please. Start small. Don't get a fucking sleeve as your first tattoo.
No, I'm definitely
Take
not,
my advice.
I will definitely not get a
And don't get a hand tattoo as your first one, please.
No.
Because my sister did that.
I'm either gonna be getting something.
Here's the tip. Start on your wrist.
Start on my wrist.
Start on your wrist. That is the best way to do it. Like, specifically on your wrist right here. Because that's where I got my first one right here. I mean, it's scabbed up a little bit because I got a blister on it. But start on your wrist first. And then eventually work your way up. Because the mistake that I did was I went all around my fucking arm first. And then I jumped to this arm. Did you see this one yet?
I don't think so. What's wrong?
Did you see this one?
I saw that on Instagram, I believe.
Yeah, so
It was your Instagram or your Snapchat?
I have 6 tattoos. I have one for my grandmother, Forever Rose, my dog, mental health awareness or anti-depression or whatever, Long Island with a star located in my hometown, shark, which funny enough means two things, gentle giant, and then from my aunt who recently passed. She actually gave me all the shark shit, including that one, the shark jaws, which I had, teeth up the fucking wazoo.
I remember the freaking shark necklaces that you used
I
to.
still have them.
Bro, that one shark necklace that you have with the fucking big ass shark tooth.
Still have that.
Nah.
I still have it. Yeah, I still got it. Hold on, I gotta find the other one. But actually fucked around with it a little bit. I still got it.
Oh my
I
god.
still got it. It's different, but I got the big tooth I got from Vegas. But yeah, I still got the. I still carry this necklace mostly where I go.
What? Honestly, you look like you're ready for a fishing trip.
Cause I'm in a fucking Kahuna shirt. I'm in a Kahuna shirt.
You're in a Kahuna shirt, a Budweiser tank top,
And shorts.
shorts.
I don't give a shit.
And a freaking snapback.
I don't give. It's not even a snap. It's a trucker hat. It's even better.
Oh,
It's a
even
truck hat.
better.
It's a mesh hat. I love these hats. I prefer these over the snapback hats easily.
Yeah.
Easily. This is not my favorite. This is actually my favorite hat. This has got the mesh on the back. I love this hat. It is the Seattle Seahawks logo from the 1970s, and it's got like a mesh truck mesh on the back. It's awesome. But, oh man.
Oh, which sharks? What got you into them? Like,
My aunt did, and the fact it's not only my aunt, but I was also a natural swimmer. I was a natural swimmer, and I used to watch Jaws, shark video, shark
Jaws, the
documentaries. I used to watch Jaws all the time. Shark Boy and Lava Girl at the time was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
You know they're coming out with a second
until I
one?
watched it again. They're coming out with another one?
Another Shark Boy and Lava Girl,
Give me a
yes.
second. Let me Google this.
And they have kids.
I'm gonna Google this. Christ, are you kidding me?
It's literally called Shark Boy and Lava Girl too.
I'm gonna Google this.
Same girl, different boy. Shark Boy is not freaking, what's his name? The dude from Twilight.
Huh?
I forgot his fucking name. The guy who played the original Shark Boy,
Yeah, Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner.
He was
He's not Shark Boy anymore.
Dick cheese. Oh, I know who this jackass is. Fuck. Pedro Pascal. He's fucking. Who was he? I can't remember. Lava Girl does look amazing. I'll give you that. She's kind of hot though. They are coming out with a second one.
Yeah.
We can be heroes. Okay. I'll give it that. By the way, check out Time to Go's podcast tonight at 10 p.m.
You want to know what else is actually pretty attractive?
What?
You remember Spy Kids?
Yes. Vaguely, but yes, I know
Carmen.
who you're talking about. Carmen, yes.
I saw the last Spy Kids movie.
The fourth one?
Yeah.
It was
Pretty
alright.
recent.
It was alright.
It was okay.
It was alright.
But oh my god, Carmen looked amazing. Honestly, I think her best looking was in
Second
Spy
one.
Kids 2.
Yeah, second one. I know what you're talking about. Second one.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, Spy Kids 2 is honestly my favorite.
I find myself watching Star Wars too many times.
I love Star Wars. Oh, how do you feel about the Obi-Wan show coming out on Disney+?
Good.
And did you hear the big news about it?
What happened now?
Okay, so Obi-Wan is Ewan McGregor
Yes.
from the prequels.
Yes.
And they're bringing Hayden Christensen.
Ah!
And he's going to be
Ah!
Darth Vader.
Ah!
Where you see them fight off one more time.
Cool. Good for him. He needs that.
He honestly chose to step away.
He was a dick cheese.
Honestly,
Fucking stupid dating sites. Get off
he
my
has so much
fucking-
potential.
Get off my fucking feed, you
Am
dating
I wrong?
sites. No, you're not wrong.
He has so much potential as a young, rising
Oh, he was a dickhead.
actor.
Oh,
He was.
he was a dickhead.
Shooter. No, not Shooter.
Shooter McGavin?
freaking fuck. What was the not Looper, not Shooter. What the fuck was the name? Jumper. With him.
Jumper. He was in Jumper?
He was the main guy in Jumper.
Really?
Yeah, that was him with short hair.
Oh, yeah. It was? Christ. Jesus. I'm old.
Yeah.
I am old, man. Kristen Stewart's in there, too.
Bro, you're old. My little cousins are in middle school, and one of my cousins is going to high school next year.
I'm gonna watch this trailer for We Can Be Heroes. Oh, this is...
It doesn't look too bad. It looks okay.
Never dealt with anything like this before.
My mommy is logical, but my daddy is sharp boy.
You're just children. What are you gonna do?
What the hell?
We defeat the aliens who defeated all of the heroes.
Together, we were unstoppable.
Oh, it's another Rodriguez film.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a Netflix film only. To be fair, you gotta respect the people who made the CGI.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's understand where we come from as people. The Spy Kids movies, the CGI, and the special effects were fucking awesome. At that time. I think I still have the third movie. I'm not sure.
Honestly, from the originals, from like 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
I like the second one though.
my
Now, to be fair-
favorite to least favorite, 2, 1, 3.
I like the third one.
Two. I loved all the Spy Kids movies except for the last one. I thought the last one was, it was okay. I wasn't crazy about it.
Yeah.
The first 3 Star Wars Spy Kids films, I loved, absolutely loved.
Oh yeah.
I literally
Brent
Grown
Gardner
up.
back with the Yankees, by the way.
wait, say that again.
Brent Gardner back with the Yankees.
Ah,
1-year deal, $4 million.
thank the fucking Lord.
37, 14
At least that's
years.
some good news in New York.
That's not terrible. Todd Frazier with the Pirates. Deshaun Jackson released by the Eagles. Tejon Walker signed by the Mets. I could keep going.
Honestly,
By the way, you need to download U Stadium.
what's the name of it?
U Stadium. I will send you the app. So it is the perfect sports fan.
You're gonna be surprised. But at the same time, you're probably not gonna be. But you just said that something about Deshaun Jackson
Yeah.
with the Eagles. I didn't even think he was still playing.
He's still playing.
I didn't think he was.
I forgot he was playing too. There you go. You just got it.
Same with
That's
Des-
the app.
Okay. Same with Des Bryant. He's with the Ravens.
I know he was with the Ravens.
I didn't know that.
I know he's with the Ravens.
I thought he
I'm on a
was.
sports podcast. They sponsor me.
I thought they
They sponsor me.
Bro, it pisses me off because you already know that I played Madden Ultimate Team,
Yeah.
and for the longest time, I had a Ravens team.
Yeah.
Tell me why there is no Des Bryant in the fucking game.
Eh.
But you'll have fucking a freaking 4th string wide receiver gold, but you won't have a Des Bryant card. And you'll be surprised.
Why is Tyreek Hill still in the league? I don't know. I asked that question too many times.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
The NFL is
Fucking shit show to say the least.
honestly, and the rules with the NFL
Yeah.
is just getting out of hand now.
Stupid.
Growing up, when we were growing up, when we were watching it, when we were kids, there wasn't as many freaking rules as there is now.
And too many shitty players are today because, like, shitty people, not as much shitty players, but shitty people.
Oh yeah,
Because
definitely.
you got, like, Tyreek Hill, Antonio. I could go on with this. I can go on about this, but this is BS sessions. I could save that for another episode.
And also, we could always just talk about this like over the weekend, like over the phone.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
fucking
true.
Stupid.
That's a fair point. Oh, dude. I think we're gonna cut the episode out.
Yeah, because
Dude.
I need to get home.
Oh,
and
yeah,
actually get
bro.
some sleep.
Thank you so much for coming
Thank
on,
you
man.
for having me.
I appreciate
This
it.
was a
big
blast.
time. We will definitely get you on another time soon, but thank you guys so much for tuning in for BS Sessions Volume 14. If you like this episode, don't forget, new episodes of Time to BS Podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Time every Friday on unhingedsn.com, and at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Apple, Google, and Spotify podcasts. John, thank you for coming on, man. And thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you around in the near future.